Hello student, today we will discuss Kirchhoff's law 2 means few examples. We know Kirchhoff's junction law, the sum of all the currents moving towards the junction is equal to the sum of all the currents leaving the junction. Then in any closed loop, the summation of all EMF including potential drop across resistance is equal to 0. And the sign convention that in the direction of current, the product of current and resistance will be negative, and opposite to the direction of current it will be positive. Then also we have discussed about the sign convention of battery. If we get negative terminal of battery first, then it will be considered as positive, and if the positive terminal of battery we get first, then it will be negative. We also know how to choose the loop. Now Kirchhoff's law is very important tool to determine voltage, current and resistance also. So let us see how to calculate resistance in this example. Example number 3.6. A battery of 10 volt and negligible internal resistance is connected across the diagonally opposite corners of a cubical network consisting of 12 resistors, each of resistance 1 ohm. Determine the equivalent resistance of the network and the current along each edge of the cube. Now 12 resistors are given in this circuit diagram. So series combination, parallel combination we know, but can we calculate the total resistance by using series combination and parallel combination? So the answer is no. So if this kind of question, select the total resistor, one path. What we do, will do in this kind of question, we will select one loop and that loop should consist E. Now Ohm's law, E equal to what? IR. So that E equal to IR we will write in one equation and one equation from the Kirchhoff's law. Let us see what we will do in this question. Now suppose total resistance of the circuit is R, total EMF is E, total current is I. So what we can write? But here we are writing that total current is 3. Let us consider that 3 ampere current, 3I current is flowing. In spite of I, we are writing 3I. Now I current will go in 3 branch here. This I current will split into I by 2, I by 2. This I will split into I by 2, I by 2. This I will split into I by 2, I by 2. Now this I by 2 will go here and this I by 2 come here, it will form I current. Now this I by 2 come here and I by 2, it will form I. This I by 2 and this I by 2, it will be I. So again I, it will become 3I. We have taken 3I for the convenience. As such, no rule ki take 3I. You can take 6I or you can take I. If you take I, then I by 3, I by 3, I by 3. Then I by 6, I by 6. Then I by 3. Then I by 3, I by 3 sum. So the Kirchhoff's junction law and rule will be applicable. We have taken for convenience 3I current. Now loop, take this loop A, B, C, C dash, this loop. Loop A, B, C, C dash, E, A. And we know in the direction of current, product of current and resistance will be negative. Now here minus IR, minus I by 2R, minus IR, and then plus E. Why plus E? Because we are getting the positive terminal of the battery. So from this it will become E equal to 5 by 2 IR. Then R equivalent E by 3I. So what is E? 5 by 2 IR. So from this R equivalent will be 5 by 6 R. This is from the Ohm's law. Now if R equal to 1, then total resistance will be 5 by 6 R. And 3I equal to E by R. So 3I equal to E. Now in the question it was given that battery of 10 volt. So right here 10, 5 by 6 R. So current will be 4 ampere. Okay, so we can use Kirchhoff's law to determine resistance also and current also. Now see one more example. Determine the current in each branch of the network shown in figure 3.24. This figure consists 2 battery, 10 volt battery, 5 volt battery. From 10 volt battery I1 current is coming. In branch AB I2 current is going. So from I1 if we subtract I2, what will remain? I1 minus I2, and that I1 minus I2 will go here. This I1 minus I2 will come here. From this battery I3 current will go here and I2 will be here. So in this branch I2 plus I3, since this battery I1, now I2 plus I3 will come here. So from I2 plus I3, I1 is going here, so remaining current I2 plus I3 minus I1 will come here. This logic you have to apply. If we are saying that from battery E1 I1 current is going, so at the beginning only we have mentioned that I1 current is going here. So in this branch I1 current will go, I2 is going here, remaining I1 minus I2 will be here. Now I1 minus I2 here, and here in this branch we have I2 plus I3 minus I. So when these two current meet, here only I3 current will. Now we can take loop A, B. First we will take this loop ADCA. Now here we have arrow like this, I1 minus I2. So you can start from this minus 4 I1 I2 plus 2, because in the direction first I am reading this, then here opposite to the direction plus 2 I2 I3 minus I1, then here minus I1 into 1 plus 10, so that's 10 is here because the negative terminal battery is coming first. Then we have loop ABCA minus 4 I2 minus 2 I2 I3 minus I1 plus 10, and then multiplied. Then we have BCDEB, this 5 we will take later, minus 2 I2 I3, then minus 2 I2 I3 minus I1, here no current, no resistance, and minus battery, negative terminal battery, that will be plus 5. So it will be plus 5 here, and when you solve this it will become, this is equation 3, this is equation 2. Now these three equations you can solve. See, equation 2 and equation 1 we will write together here. This is 7i1 minus 6i2 minus 2i3 equal to 10. I1 plus 6i2, and then add these two, so we will get I1. This page is only for the diagram, huh? Don't take this. After this, directly you don't see this page, this you see. Calculation: 7i1 minus 6i2 minus 2i3 equal to 10. I1 plus 6i2 plus 2i3, then I1 will be this. Then for I2 you can solve this equation. 2i1 plus 12i2 and 4i1 plus 8i2. Solve this equation, multiplied equation 2 by 2. So if you multiply it with 2, this equation will become 2i1 12i2 4i3 20, and equation 3 is this. So 4i1 plus 8i2. What is I1? I1 is 20 by 8. Put the value of I1 here, I2 you will get. Now put the value of I2 and I1 in equation 1. From that I3 will be this. So we have I1, I2, I3. Then total voltage drop BADEB in whole circuit 5V plus 5 by 8 into 4 minus I1, I2 4. So if you put the value, you will get the total voltage drop, it will be equal to 0. And the loop, in any loop it should come 0. If you put the value of current and resistance, the sum of total voltage drop should come 0. Like this you also solve the questions. This is one homework question. This is another homework question. Okay. Thank you.